Hi, this is Andrew Smith, and this is day 67 of your coronavirus rant. No, rant, yes. I want to start today with a rant, and then we'll get into the monologue. But the rant is I'm from New York and I live in New York, and where I live, I mean, New York is full of rooms. I mean, look at the tall buildings, look at everything, look at the hotels. All we have in New York are rooms, needle towers, anything. Rooms, rooms, rooms. It's just plain it's full of rooms, New York. So, what I want to rant about is why does Governor Cuomo and Mayor Blasio, I mean, why do we need some a boat and some fakakta tents in Central Park to provide rooms? I mean, the tents in Central Park, no, it's cold and it's no good. We got rooms. We got rooms. I have a kid, Charlie, my son goes to NYU. He had to get out of his dorm, get out completely. I mean, completely moved out 2 weeks ago. And there's Columbia, and there are all these colleges, and there are rooms, and there are hotel rooms. And by the way, is not Donald Trump in the room business? Isn't that what he does? He does rooms, and they're empty because nobody's allowed to go out. So where's Eric and Donnie now? I mean, or are they off shooting wild game someplace? But anyway, that's my rant. I don't understand why we need the hospital ship and because all we got is rooms. That's all we got in New York is rooms. But the hospital ship Comfort just pulled into New York, actually. If you haven't heard. The Comfort is just like the Staten Island ferry, only all the passengers are horizontal in the Comfort. Now, I don't really know how social distancing is really going to work in New York City, because in New York, if you're always 6 feet away from a person, that's a stalker, not a friend. You know what I mean? As Stephanie Rule says, there's always good news somewhere. But think about, and so here's a little good news. Think about how good, think about how good your tax accountant feels right now, knowing that he doesn't have to get your taxes out by April 15th. I mean, in the old days, I couldn't even get the guy on the phone at this point, but now he's cleaning his garage. So don't you think, how about this? The Comfort, the hospital ship Comfort, wouldn't that be a great cruise ship for hypochondriacs? Wouldn't that be the greatest? Wouldn't that be perfect? The Comfort for hypochondriacs, cruise ship. I'm going for a cruise on the USNS Comfort. And the other thing I wanted to say was, don't you think eating bats, which they did apparently in China, don't you think eating bats is something you really don't have to remind somebody not to do? I mean, do you have to say, by the way, make sure you don't eat a bat? I mean, don't you think there's some mother in China now going, I should have told him no bats? But anyway, this is Donald Trump loves his 6 o'clock briefings, boy. He thinks those ratings are great. He thinks it's a great show and so forth and so on. He's even thinking of making the 6 o'clock briefing into a reality show. He would get together a lot of coronavirus sufferers and say, "You're cured." That would be the reality show. They have so many sick people in England now that with the coronavirus, that even the Queen has decided that the royal use of the royal we is too smug. She doesn't say we anymore. Anyway, the other day, Trump intimated that the hospitals in New York were like scamming all the face masks. You know what I mean? And that somehow they were he criticized one hospital for using way too many face masks. Doesn't he realize this is a pandemic? And it's sort of like criticizing a whorehouse for using too many condoms. And Washington, D.C. yesterday issued an order to everybody stay at home. It was like a lockdown order, which is a little draconian for Washington, D.C. But on the other hand, it keeps Trump off the golf course. So how would you like to be diagnosed with COVID-19 or whatever it's called, the coronavirus 19, and then right away they tell you that you're being transferred to Central Park? So then you say, wait a second, not only am I sick, but I'm homeless? Anyway, the United States has tested over 1 million people now for the coronavirus. And it's such a remarkable event that even Lori Loughlin has offered to pay someone to take the test for her family. If I met the president right day, would be what's sort of interesting is that if I ran into President Trump and met him, I wouldn't be able to shake his hand. I'd probably fist bump him right on the chin. That's what I'd do. Now, yesterday at the yesterday's coronavirus White House briefing was like a trade show, didn't you think? I mean, all those company people plugging their own stuff and all that. I mean, he thinks business is going to save us. I mean, even the My Pillow guy. I love the My Pillow guy. I mean, and he's given up the My Pillow, and he's making the my face mask now. For the best germ-free breath of your life or something like that. He'll have some thing, but I don't think we should be having a guy who makes pillows also make face masks. I don't think that's good for breathing. But the big drama at yesterday's White House briefing was, of course, not the coronavirus so much as is how much damage the wind would do to Donald Trump's hairdo. At one point, I really thought he was going to have to take one of those brand new face masks and put it on his head like a bonnet, and wear it. But what was Trump thinking anyway when he said he was going to open up the country by Easter? Remember he said that just a day ago or something. He said, we're going to open up the country for business on Easter. I think he must, and then now he says yesterday he said there might be 200,000 people dead. I think he really thinks that everybody gets to rise from the dead on Easter, not just Jesus Christ. Everybody. So maybe that's why he wanted to open it up on Easter. But tomorrow is the first of the month, and the rent is due, and the car payments are due, and the mortgage is due, and the credit card bills are due. But guess what? April Fool! And this year, we mean it. April Fool. Boy, is it April Fool. Woo! April Fools. You got it. Now, that, I think, the My Pillow lifetime guarantee doesn't seem as great as it used to now. With this pandemic. I mean, no wonder the My Pillow guy is making face masks, instead. I think his motto for the face masks is the face mask comes with your lifetime guarantee. Fat chance. Good luck. And that is the coronavirus monologue, day 67. And I'm Andrew Smith.